Hello, this is Spoo-e and welcome back to some more Middle-earth Shadow of War. Now, I've done so much grinding off camera. I am on the last stage of stage 10. As you can see here, I'm 93%. And basically all I have to do now is defeat the fortress of Gashgor. I have accumulated an army off camera as well. I've leveled them all up to level 60, and I've had to do them for all of the fortresses I've had to do. Just to show you my gear quickly. Also, character, everything's unlocked. I'm probably missing something, but I'm not sure. But it looks all good to me on there. For the inventory. As you can see, if I just hover over each piece of my gear, this is what I'm currently rolling with for my weapons. All three of them have been upgraded, and the same goes for my actual sort of apparel. My clothing has also been upgraded. I got some extra shit, but I'll do all that off camera. Can I? No, I'm not gonna have enough. But yeah, the last gem I have to upgrade is this one, but I haven't really been farming gems, so that one's not gonna be a circle one, unfortunately. So let's go and attack this last stronghold. I am excited to see the true ending. Hopefully it's not terribly disappointing, but either way I have enjoyed the grind actually, and it's not as bad as you think, because if you fail to capture a fortress, if you fail to defend your fortress that you've got, you actually have to capture it back. But when you capture it back, that actually ticks that fortress off, so technically you've done that little bit, so it doesn't really matter. It just means that it's going to be a little longer if you fail. And I did fail my last one, and I might fail this one, but we'll find out. If I do fail it, I'll still keep it in, and I'll keep in the bit where I attack it, because it won't take very long at all. Let's start. Now, something that I always do at the start of these sieges is I always take out their beasts. Hold on a minute, I'm having issues. There we are. And I always dominate them. And then I use the beasts they've got to bombard their own units. And then obviously you only get 2 shots on the old beastie before you have to move to the other one. And it seems they've got curse rounds, so I'm trying to do it on their... I'm not sure what curse does against enemy captains. I know that curse affects you, but I don't know if it affects them in the same way. Right, let's get this bastard that's trying to get down the wall.
Throw yourself into the melee. Why not? I'm gonna smash you until it's just guts and goo.
Now there is something that does annoy me. When you're defending the fortress, and these guys sort of introduce themselves, something that happens a lot when you're defending a fortress is your captains go down and you have to revive them, and you've got like a time limit to revive them. However, that time limit doesn't stop when these guys sort of introduce themselves. So it's actually wasting time, and it really just pisses me off, you know. And I always recruit the captains that I attack, because they act as extra sort of defense force for your troops. No, he's not a coward, he's just joined me. If anything, it's betrayal. Thanks for the stun. Oh, I've been like... oh dear. Oh dear, oh shit. What the fuck is going on? Okay, well I didn't get the I didn't get... oh my fucking god, this enrage. I've got to get away from him, or I am going down. And the best way to get health back is to use my health shot to jump to people.
A few hits with this weapon, Tark.
You see how it can get annoying?
All the fight out of you. You just lie down and it'll all be over.
You're scaring me.
See what I mean? I think this is all unnecessary. I really do.
That won't work on me. Out of position.
And as you can oh, and there's another thing that annoys me, because that also wastes time, and because you've got so many captains. Oh, there's another one, look. See what I mean? You don't have a lot of time playing the defense, because you spend more time watching these farty little cutscenes that, to begin with, in the main game, were fine. But at this stage, it gets a little bit unnecessary. It would be helpful if I... oh, at least you're going to humiliate me. You're going to let me live. That's fine. Because that means I still have my last chance available. So I don't mind that at all.
I will serve the Great Lord. You will not fall.
Oh my god, it's crazy. You see how crazy it gets? And obviously when, you know, you've got them interrupting you and they're sort of introducing themselves. Something I always do as well is if they have iron will and they can't be turned, instead of fighting them, I shame them. Because that's an extra one out of the way that I don't need to fucking bother with. Because a lot... where do you think you're going? A lot of these you have to bother with. Oh, we were retreating? No. You ain't retreating. You are not retreating. It would be nice if it showed sort of like it'd be nice if it showed sort of how League of Legends and Heroes of the Storm, maybe Dota as well, how the MOBAs mainly do it, where you have a picture of your guy and his level and maybe his name just down the sides of the screen, and basically shows you you know, their health, there's more shit that is just necessarily unneeded. And instead of having all these cutscenes, just have a cross that goes through them when they die. And the same goes for the enemy team. Have, oh, for fuck's sake. Have one for the enemy team where you've got pictures of theirs going down the other side of the screen. And I have to have their health there and have a cross there when they die. I don't need all this extra shit. Maybe have a flashing retreating up there as well when they start retreating. There's just no need for all the bull crap. Now they're really having it hard at the gate there, so I'm going back to the gate. One of my guys killed theirs. You see what I mean? It gets very... Well, at least for me, it gets annoying. For you, it might not be that annoying. But for me, it's just fucking terrible. I hope I'm not the only one that thinks this. Okay, so you're too powerful, so we're going to shame you, get you out the way. Go on, bugger off. Are you one of mine or not? Here you are. And there we are! Victory! Much easier than the last one. Right. Let's see what this ending is. Please don't be disappointing. Thanks for the skill points that I can't use.
Talion held back the forces of darkness for decades. But the Dark Lord's ring had a will of its own.
It is over.
Hello.
Together, we will turn towards the middle of Earth.
Talion finally fell and joined the Nine.
Oh dear.
In the years that followed, the One Ring was found. The newest of the Nazgul traveled with his brothers to the Shire in pursuit of the new ring bearer.
Ooh.
And then, after decades of war, darkness gave way to light. A new
Oh, hello.
friendship and an unlikely hero. Death came. Death to Sauron. Death to his dominion.
What's that blue light? Where'd that go?
And death
Celebrimble?
to Talion,
Oh, it was Talion.
who walked out of darkness and found freedom.
So is he dead? Is he in heaven? Because apparently there's an afterlife in Middle-earth. Sad in a way.
Stone by stone, cracked, crushed, fallen. Beauty
Beth Ann Allen. I wonder who that is. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I really have enjoyed this. The ending? Some of you might be, is that it? But we all saw Talion becoming one of the 9. She's a bit too loud. Who's that? Who's that? I was about to do my outro. Oh, okay. Maybe this is something to do with Beth Allen, was it? Maybe? Is this when they were younger, or is this their child that passed? I'm not entirely sure. I don't understand what's going on. Yeah, they're growing up. Now I'm not sure who this is. But they're obviously someone that's linked to this game in some way or another. And I've never actually seen something like this in a game. Usually it just says in memory of and then that's it. Oh, you've made him in the game with a guitar. Oh Christ. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Shadow of Mordor. So he did something for the last game, I think. I'm not sure if he did anything with this game. Oh, someone different. Michael David Forgy? Sorry. Forthog forever. You named it Forthog. Okay. Now that's the real bit over, I think. Okay, so I've run out of patience. It looks like it's fucked. So, what a way to end this game on a fucking loading screen. So, it would have been nice to see where I was after all of that, but sure, whatever. I don't think it was much more. I think it was going to take me back to the main game anyway, but it's having a little hissy fit. But I've really enjoyed this. The grind, I've enjoyed as well. I spent no money whatsoever in IRL. I spent not even a penny of it in real life. I think this is a very good game. You know, it's not exactly canon and doesn't stick exactly to the lore, but it works well-ish in its own way. There's some bits that are a little bit hiffy and whiffy, that are a bit odd, that don't seem to have worked particularly well, and what's his face that made Lord of the Rings? Can't remember his name. Tolkien, that's the one. He's probably turning in his grave at the minute because of this game. But well, as a whole, this game is so much fun. I've enjoyed every moment of it. I can't wait for some DLC, which there is going to be some DLC, and I will be recording the story parts of the DLC. In the other game, the first one, there was 1 or 2 DLCs which only had like challenges. So if there's any of that, I will not be doing it on camera, and I may not do it at all. So thank you very much for watching. If you have loved my playthrough of Middle-earth Shadow of War, do like and subscribe. Do follow me on Twitter. From there you'll be notified as soon as a video is uploaded to YouTube straight away through the notifications. You'll also find out what new games are upcoming. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time on whatever game. Bye!